Welcome to Njenje Media channel. If you're new to the channel, please click on the subscribe button and remember to click on the bell icon for notifications. The President of the Senate, Attorney General of the Nigerian Federation, Chief Justice of Nigeria, all are from the core north. How can you have this kind of arrangement? Obasanjo questions Buhari. The former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, has decried that the present government arrangement in Nigeria is a total madness. The Senate president is from the northeast. The acting Chief Justice of Nigeria is from the northeast. The president of this country is from the northwest. They are all from the core north. How can you as a nation have this kind of arrangement then? Because it is absolutely insensitive, lack of geographical diversity. This he said, he can't be the president under such condition. And he said that the President Muhammadu Buhari-led government is driving Nigeria towards disaster and instability. Mr. Obasanjo, who spoke to Premium Times, said even though the country has made considerable progress since 1999, but that the pace and at the pace which the current government is moving shows that the nation may be inching towards a disaster and instability. Quote, I think we have no choice but to be on the path of sustainable development. The progress we are making may be questionable. Is it fast enough? Is it steady enough? Is this stable enough? Are we taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back? Or what is it that we can say we are doing? You can question that, but we have no choice but to be on the path of sustainable development. Any other thing will be a disaster. In fact, Obasanjo went further to say, the pace at which we are going now, tending more and more towards disaster, instability, and unsustainability. He says, there is no confidence in the economy. He went further to say, the problem is that we are just not doing what we should be doing. Nobody has that confidence, and we cannot develop Nigeria without that confidence in our economy, both for domestic investors and foreign investors. On the anti-graft institution, Obasanjo has this to say. Speaking further on the state of the nation, Obasanjo said, I set up 2 anti-corruption institutions. I came with 2 laws that were not there before to fight corruption. And those who claim they are fighting corruption today have not even in any way, shape, or form done anything different. If anything, they have corrupted those institutions. It is to be known that Obasanjo was the person that brought ICPC, was the person that brought EFCC and brought Nuhu Ribadu to be in charge. However, in the last 4 years, it is equally to note that Buhari has been shouting, going from one country to another, in every conference, in every press he addresses, saying that he is fighting corruption. The question is, like Obasanjo, this channel, Njenje Media, is joining in saying, if Buhari is fighting corruption, let him tell us one single politician that this government has jailed, if not the one started by the PDP, and yet 4 years has gone by. How can a nation be governed in this way? Let us come back to what Obasanjo said. And Obasanjo went further to say, and the institutions were opened and they were operating independently. I, Obasanjo, have never as president had to say either the head of EFCC or ICPC, chase this person or don't chase this person. Nigeria was a pariah state. Within the first 4 years, we actually hosted the Commonwealth. And Nigeria, which was kicked out of Commonwealth, became the host of Commonwealth head of state. We became the darling of almost all the nations. The economy started doing well. I remember one time, on one occasion, one day, 1 week, one Professor Chukwuma Soludo, the then governor of Central Bank, phoned me in my office and said, Mr. President, sir, In one day, we had an inflow of 80 million US dollars from direct foreign investment, not from our oil or cocoa export, just direct. And he, Soludo, said to me, "Sir, this is almost unbelievable." I laughed. And I said to him, "Now that you know where we are heading to, we want to do more. I want us to hit $100 million per day on direct foreign investment. That means in 5 working days that we will be having $500 million. If we are making $500 million per week of 5 working days, in 52 weeks, it will be almost $26 billion. It is possible, Soludo." And that is how I got Nigeria debt relief. Now I think there is a presumption in our constitution that our system will bring out competent leaders devoid of extreme religious or tribal bigotry. Leaders who understand that what it takes to hold country together and put it on high gear for development, unity, and inclusive society. These are assumptions. And if these assumptions are true, what it meant to be achieved in our economy will be achieved. But the kind of situation you have now cannot allow those assumptions to become reality. Now, you have a situation where 3 top officials of government will be from 1 or 2 northern zones. Ahmed Lawan, who was elected yesterday, is now confirmed the president of the Senate, and is from the northeast. The Chief Justice of Nigeria is from the northeast. The president of this country is from the northwest. They are all from the corners. How can you have that kind of arrangement and want some people to keep quiet? This is absolutely insensitive, and it shows lack of geographical diversity. So the prescription that our constitution makes us the kind of leader that should emerge, we have failed to achieve that with the present leadership we have in place. The Constitution expects the executive to care for the welfare and security of every Nigerian. But in the present situation, they don't seem to care. They do not seem to care because from the way Nigeria moves today, it appears that the Fulani headsman will be killing, rampaging, walking in the streets and in the bushes of Oyo, Akure, Ondo, Ibadan, and killing, raping women. From Ozuwan in Enugu, to Anambra, to Delta, to Benue, to Makurdi, from Katsina to Kaduna. Yet, what we will hear is the president of Nigeria telling us these individuals are foreigners. You ask yourself, if these individuals are foreigners and they are invading your country and you are the chief security officer of those countries, you are the president of that country, what stops you from stopping them and to protect your people? If these people are your people, what stops you from speaking to them and telling them to stop killing other Nigerians? If they are not Nigerians, then you have every right to protect Nigerians. The question that is begging for answer, which this channel, Njenje Media channel, is asking the APC-led government and the Buhari in particular, why are you standing by and let people die? You will be denying Islamization and Fulanization of Nigeria, yet not a single Fulani headsman has been arraigned. Not a single Fulani headsman has been sent to jail. These are people with AK-47 killing and maiming people, yet you would be passing an executive order for people who have licensed guns, the ones that they've paid for and have the license to carry as hunters, or as vigilantes. You are asking them to surrender. Don't you know what that means? If the people surrenders their gun, that will mean that when they are invaded, there will be nothing to protect them. And that is not right. Nigerians, it is time, as Obasanjo have said, protect yourself. Self-defense is no crime anywhere in the world. Do not attack somebody, but if somebody attacks you, use whatever by any means necessary and defend yourself. This is Njenje Media channel. Subscribe to the channel.